Regular mods are still releasing for Farm Sim 22 players, and today we've got 39 more to take a look at. All platforms got 6 new and 20 updates, and PC Mac players got 2 new and 11 updates. If you like staying updated yourself with all the latest mods in Farming Simulator, whether that be 22 or 25, make sure you're subscribed. Let's check them out. First things first, let's talk about new ones for all platforms. We have the Lizard Disc Harrow V26. This weighs 1.2 tons, 90 horsepower required, 3.5 meter working width, and 9 miles an hour. It's going to cost you $4,500. Hooks up a 3-point, no customization. Next, we've got the Fendt Weight. Love this thing. Check this out. 500 kgs. We could throw a front label on there for Fendt if you want. Also type, we've got a Connect base, and then we have a basic base, which is kind of nice. Also, if you go with that Connect, it adds up to 2 tons, which is fantastic news. And then we can change up the color as well, which is great. Even got the petrol blue. Love it. Did I mention it's adjustable? Oh yeah. Next, we have a new partnership with Bio3G from Universe Simu Modding. What's up, Bruno? We've got a set of fertilizer here. So we have liquid fertilizer, we have solid fertilizer, lime, solid fertilizer again, and then we have mineral feed. So this is a new brand into the game, which is very, very cool, and we've got different ways to buy it. Next is something very, very cool. This is the Big Metal Shed. Now, this is from Icus, but it's also from someone named Patty, who I'm unfamiliar with. We've got a massive area on one side where you could just park up your stuff, and we've got another area here on the right that opens up to the inside of the shop. Holy cow. This is an look how tiny this step still is. That's great. This is an absolutely massive building. Look how small this stuff is. I think the extra stuff might be a little bit small. As a matter of fact, hang on, can we do third person? Where's third person in this game? There we go. You think I guess I love you, bro. I think this stuff might be a little bit too small. Also, it's probably a good thing the third person wasn't in 22. I'm not doing that. All I'm doing is going this way. Nonetheless, super duper cool. There's lighting inside, which is manual, and outside, which is automatic. $125,000 is going to get you this, and there's tons of colors. We also have a couple maps for you guys. First one is Freshwater Island. You can go homesteading if you want, or you can make this island your own agricultural powerhouse. In here we have 12 farmlands. Yes, only 12. 9 fields, working contracts, animal trader, vehicle shop, sell everything point at the dock, which is from Schultz Modding. There's a pretty good chance if you guys are watching this, you probably already have that installed, which you may not have as the other required mod. We'll talk about that soon. We also have a main roads, also purchasable as a farmland. There you go, which is really neat. In case you want to upgrade it, they say. You also have all water is usable and 10 collectibles hidden around the map. Now, this is kind of like a start from scratch style of map. Granted, we're going to talk about a map that's probably closer to start from scratch here in just a moment. With this one, at least we've got kind of everything set up around like you need. We also have a pretty cool area down here, which I really, really dig. As far as everything else, it's fairly flat. It's not very mountainous at all. There are some pretty cool areas to get you started. It's really nice to see some hills, some waterways going through as well. So that's pretty cool. If we take a look, we cannot buy the outside of the map, all this area. Granted, where my cursor is right now is as far out as it goes. So this is a full 2x by 2x, or 1x map, sorry, 2 kilometer by 2 kilometer. As far as price it goes, 1.3, 1.8, 1.2 for what you own already, 778, 900,000, 640,000. So there are some areas, and then the road system alone is 121,000. Not the cheapest thing on earth, but it's not too bad. And again, we start off with farmland number 1. What else do we start off with? Well, in own items, we have the Massey Ferguson 3670, we have the old pickup truck, we have a front mower, and a forage wagon. What this wants you to do is go through, mow up this whole area down here. We're getting ready to start flying over it. As a matter of fact, I can kind of show you where we're at. Pretty much what it wants you to do is mow up this whole area that you own and go sell that grass and start from there. That is exactly what it wants you to do. We'll take a look, see if we have any cattle. No cattle. As far as our growth calendar goes for you guys, if you're curious about it, looks base game to me. And I think that's about it. And as always, here you go. Here is your required mod list for this map. We have to sell everything from Schultz and the old rusty shed from Washtasek. By the way, I have the sell everything mod for FS25. Should have a video on that soon, so stay tuned for that. Your last new one for all platforms today is from the same modder. It's a little bit different. This is Freshwater Island Survival. So in the last map, you basically had all the land. You just needed to do stuff with it. Well, here, you don't have the land. It is a big old setup right here. You cannot buy the middle, but you can buy, of course, that area there, and then you can buy each quadrant and kind of go through and mess with it, which is very nice. Maybe making for a really interesting way of doing multiplayer. Now, they say you start off with a small island in the very middle for land to use, but there's not much of it. If you want to expand, you have to create land yourself. Have fun! You got 5 farmlands total, 1 sell everything point. It's the same sell everything point from the previous map. Vehicle shop, animal dealer, gas station, and a lime station. At 37 paintable textures also included, which is very, very cool. I would say we have to kind of poke around and take a look at those so you can go through and see all of those. Some of these are base games. Some of these are a little bit different than things we've seen before. But very neat, very neat. So how does it want you to start off? Because I'm actually a little interested about this myself. Well, the equipment that we have might give us a hint. We have the Massey Ferguson 3670, a tipper trailer, as well as a plow. We also have a mower and a forage wagon. As you can see, we own everything around this map, or the map around this area here. You see this kind of like circular road that goes all the way around? You own everything outside of that, or maybe up to the road. Pretty much just nothing dead center. So again, you're going to be mowing up the grass and then selling it at the sell station. You also have the plow so that you can create your own fields if you want to, although you will have to buy your equipment over at the shop, which is in the middle. Once the time comes to expand, you can easily go into your landscaping, go to sculpting. I would say probably go with a level, if I'm honest. Square it off and make it real heavy. And then from there, you can easily go out and create your own farm, fields, land, anything. There you go. All you had to do is do that. And now you can plow that up and make your own, make a field out of it. What's under the water, you may ask? Well, it's really not too deep, so don't worry too much. And there's, as far as I can tell, there's nothing under here. I just thought it'd be funny to add snow to this. It snows, yeah! Ah, it's gone. Jumping over to updates for all platforms, got the Series 7 track. Now, this was released on Saturday. It's version 1.1. Crop sensor added. Also updated on Saturday was the Huerlimann H488, also version 1.1, and crop sensor added. Next update is going to be from today, the Claas Tucano 550/580 pack, version 1001. Compatibility with manual discharge fixed. Change control buttons for the seat adjustment animation for PC. They've also added configuration for LED headlights and new texture for the LED headlights. Added sticker color settings for the Tucano 550/580, Vario 770, Vario 770 trailer. Added position or passenger animation when starting the engine. Display tilt animation replaced with CEBIS screen changed, and buttons for controlling this animation for the gamepad changed. The appearance and animation of the third screen have also been changed, and the cruise control function has been added for IC. They've also added the Corio 875 FC with color change option and added new colors. Big update. Next, we've got the new Holland TX 32 version 1.1. 2 new configurations added. Fixed problem with some wheel physics. Weird texture improved. Some animations improved. Added some details to the 3D model. Fixed problems with the L10 in translations. Location of IC points has been improved. Harvester collision has been improved. Minor fixes to the XML file. New mod icon. Windows color configuration added, and center of mass in the header has been corrected. Another update from Saturday is the Raxor 6300 Blackhawk version 1003 warning stickers. Back to updates from today, we have the Stara Imperador 3.0 2018. It's going to be version number 2. Fixed bugs, fixed visual errors, and added some interactive controls, which do require FS22 interactive control. Next, we have the Fortschritt RS09 version 1001. Gear ratio fixed, tension belt on the flatbed fixed, and collision addition added to the cabin. Next update is for the Pinnacle 6x4 tanker version 3221. Boom! Pallet unload added. Yeah! One of the coolest mods ever, which I hope comes to Farm Sim 25 very quickly, is the variable pickup width. It was updated today, the version 1001, corrected prices for all color options to be free, fixed the fill target and unloading speed of the redonkulous capacity on the Claas Cargos 9500 VPW, and fixed the AI worker for the Elho Scorpion 550 VPW to respect the VPW width. Next we have the Quicke Bale Tools version 1.1, fixed the wrong tine call position on bell fork safety. Yeah, and added the Quadro Grip TS square bell handler. Next we have the Grosetto CMR Fliegl ASW Pack version 1001, fix the trailer name position. CSZ Pack version 2112, fix loading the save game. Placeable Decoratives Pack version 1.1, new models added. Large Groundstains 101, added bought with farmland. Same thing goes for Placeable Tire Tracks version 101. Another update from Saturday, we have the Old Cow Barn version 1.2, mod description version increased, and straw plane fixed. Additionally, we have the processing of Bales and Chaff version 1001, loading speed increased. An update, I believe, from Thursday. We have the Logistics Center version 1001, texture adjusted, and mod description version increased. And a couple map updates, starting with Canarinho Farm. We have version 1.1. The cattle pen has been adjusted and removed a sell point that was out of place. And lastly, for all platforms today, we have Ladyhill map from FS Landscaping. What update? Version 1.1. Fix the border texture not showing up on Xbox consoles. Fix the 2 silage clamps tipped collision at the starting farm. Fix the silage warning scale sign, or sign scale, and added entrance to the Tardtree Forest for logging, as was pointed out by Mr. Silly P. Next up, let's talk about some PC and Mac new mods. First one is the ignition lock support. Basically, this adds the ignition lock that we got with the collector's edition of FS25. It adds that capability to FS22 as well. And your other new one today for PC and Mac players is Easy Arm Controls Toggle. This basically toggles on and off the Easy Arm controls. It was released last week at Farming Simulator 25, and hey, it's here for 22 as well. Great news. Lastly, today, let's talk about updates for PC and Mac players, starting off with the Ursus 6-pack from Kasdan 18 version 2.2, improved lights and turn lights. Same thing goes for the Ursus 4-pack version 1.2. From Captain G, we got the new Holland CX 7 and 8 2001 through 2006 version 1121. Improved the interactive control, now mouse controls disabled when IC is selected, and work camera has been added, which requires that mod. CSZ implements pack additional features version 2.1111. 1. Fix support for manure system. Production revamp 1507. Bug fix with tree sampling pallets. TerraLifePlus Animal Food Editions version 1.2. Many reported inconsistencies in the feeding of the individual animals have been collected and summarized in this update. TerraLifePlus Utils version 1.2. Changed many productions to be more realistic values. Corrected the Cheeto work areas. Hay cleaning can now process more types of hay. Revised the work area of the Novag 640 and removed some productions from the price menu from missions. We also have Through the Years version 102 down at the bottom. Fixed a bug with the mission vehicle not having proper file names. Refactored minimum 1 option so that it applies per category instead of globally. This will break existing settings for this mod, so make sure to recheck the settings after updating. Vehicle years 1031. They've added 983 vehicles with years and fixed incorrect and invalid years for a few vehicles. Next to last, we have the CVT Addon version 1306. Hotfix sync issue classic CVT at VMAX. Whatever that means. And lastly, we have an update to the map Gnadenthal version 1.6. Manitoban license plates, swather pack, and pickup header models are no longer mandatory. New crop, buckwheat, lavender, and poppy. Remove the custom weather due to it being buggy, and baseball net is now a placeable. And that is it. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like if you did. Get subscribed if you're new and join the GoHam fam. Double check our notification bell. That way you never miss videos like this one. Also, if you want to see some previews of mods coming to Farming Simulator 25, I've already got a couple of those out today, as well as a few from last week, including an auto-loading bell grab. It's very cool. Check that out. Otherwise, have an awesome day. I'll see you in the next one.